shoes on, running down from the audience there. Well, as you do know, this is undoubtedly most recognisable television theme songs in the world. Am I right? Yes! As soon as you hear that, you know exactly what it's for. On mornings, we're going behind the scenes of days. So let us bring out the stars of days of our lives. We welcome to mornings Drake Hodgson. A huge welcome to mornings. Welcome to our little program.
I say we, Deidre, Teo, and I are so excited to be here. We've had a fabulous time so far, and it's only getting better by the minute.
And indeed, you just mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, Deirdre Hall.
It's like home.
Now, I know what you two have been up to for a few years, so it started early.
Nothing wrong with that.
Is this warm and cosy or what? Well, I think three's not really a crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, Teo Penglis. Well, welcome home, Teo.
Thank you.
It's
Thanks
lovely.
for bringing us with you.
We've been trying to do this for years, but anyway, we finally made it.
Well, it is. It's wonderful to have all three of you with us. Our audience is loving it, and our Australian viewing audience is loving it. The success of this show is enormous. 40 Emmy nominations. You must be really proud, because I know, Marlena, you... sorry, Deirdre. I'm somewhere else. It was 1976. What a great career.
It's been a nice long run, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it where you started and what you wanted to achieve? Did you ever think you would have created success?
I was happy to make the rent in '76. So the fact that it's gone on for 30-plus years and it's been a home to me is an added bonus.
You're too humble. She's a bombshell. Come on. It's a slam dunk starting then, and it's even more now.
Well, she is. I mean, one of the 10 most beautiful women in America. How about that? But wait, there's more. You were America's television role model. How good is that?
That's good. That's
She's Wonder Woman.
It is a family, isn't it, Days?
Yeah.
Is that the way you look at it, Drake, too?
Yeah, I think it varies depending on the cast, you know. Those of us who've been there for a long time, because the three of us always got along very well. We've never had, after all these years, no mishaps, and we enjoy each other. I mean, when Dee has a good time with me, she punches me. I mean, Drake tells me his stories. I mean, he's got a lot of stories to tell, but, you know, I was the foreigner who went to America, and I was embraced, and it was wonderful. And so, when we see each other, there's no conflicts. We enjoy each other, we enjoy each other's work, and it's... I think that's been part of the success of the show as well, is that kind of thing that we have is what we call the ensemble. Because you can't get along with everybody. I mean, there are some producers you like, some you don't like, but you learn how to get along.
Oh, now we're getting right down.
But our producer, Ken Corday, who we'll meet today, has been wonderful to us. He's really like, he's many things to us as far as my home is concerned and everything. I went to Ken, my journeys I've taken, and all the things we've all done together.
And Drake, when Teo, this Aussie upstart, lobs in America, onto your show, how did you feel?
Feel about what? I'm sorry?
With Teo coming
With Teo?
The Aussie boy coming to America.
Well, first of all, let's just say, you know, we've been hanging on Teo's shirt tail since we got here. He's been taking us around and showing us the best places, so we'd like to stay longer now. Teo was on the show before I even started. And when Teo came back, we share something in common, which is a good sense of health and healthiness. And I remember one time Teo got us on a total body cleanse that almost killed us. Something that he brought from...
Mr. Healthy.
Yes, that he brought from down under, and black walnut Hull tinctures, whatever that stuff was. We were all delirious on the set for like a week, but that
So
just
what
bonds
happens
you, it bonds you closer together.
So what happens behind the scenes? Because it's an extraordinary workload. There's a lot of work to do in a short amount of time. You don't have the joy of having to reshoot things, or, you know, if something goes wrong, you've really got to power through.
We learned the tricks.
Yeah?
You do have tricks. My trick is, if I don't like the performance, the way it's going, or I don't like what the other actor's doing, I stop the scene and make it look like steak. I never blame the other actor.
Never, ever is. It's never, ever his mistake.
But that's, you know, you learn. You just get, they go 5, 4, 3, 2, and, you know, the pressure's on, because by scene 7, it's the same as scene 6 almost. You know, you can't always tell and you have to, we go at a certain pace. Now it's even faster. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Than we were before.
Whatever you said.
Well, you know, you hit on a point, though. The hours are very long, and that's what really bonds us
So what is your
as a
day-to-day?
family. It's we're there for so long.
So how many, Deirdre, how many hours a day or days a week? How does it work, the schedule?
The show shoots 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year. So... How do you think we get a show every day? And what we're doing now, so our audience gets to have a new show every day all year long, is we're doing what's called six-packing. So we shoot 6 shows in 5 days.
Wow. So
We can't even do that.
little things like learning your lines. I know that seems an obvious, and I'm sure you've been asked before, but professionally, how do you actually do that?
She's the best. She looks at her page and she knows it. I struggle all weekend. She's very good at it. I mean, she's a whiz, actually. I don't know if it's the women who are able to absorb information, but he's very good. Yes, Lisa.
You're going to get your chance to ask questions a little later. But yeah, I mean, is it a technique of memorising?
Everybody has a different style, I think. Some people work at it a long time. I have an incredibly profound short-term memory. So when we got married, last time.
Who was that?
I'm trying to think, and you're all behind, so we're hopelessly lost here. We had poems and things that had to be done literally, and I began to learn them 3 days ahead and forgot them, and then 2 days ahead and then forgot them, and the morning of was cramming, thinking, okay, now I can learn them, because I can't retain it, so I have to learn the lines in the manager.
It's really a double-edged.
Because you left the show for how long?
About 5 years.
Wow. Did you miss it?
Desperately. I went to do, you weren't even there yet. No, just kidding.
She would come in the studio like every year or so, just walk in, and we'd be like, "I go, when are you coming back? When are you coming back?"
I went to do Our House, and then took a few years off just for personal reasons, and then missed it desperately and came back.
So do the characters ever blur in your mind? You're going...
Because the way we learn the material, and then we have to get rid of it and pick up new material and then get rid of it. We do the same thing at home now. And my wife will say, I've told you about this, and I'll look at her, and I can swear we never had this conversation.
But it's all... But I mean, do you then turn into either Father John Black, Roman Brady, Forrest Alamain, the Pawn, or who was the slasher there for a while?
Was it me? I can't remember.
Yeah. Do you ever get confused about who your characters are actually on the day?
God, you must.
If I do, she reminds me.
Wasn't I the slasher? No, I was a stalker.
You were the stalker.
I was a slayer. Was I the slayer?
But you hadn't... Did you have an
Jack
evil...
Coleman was the slasher, right?
Right.
But that was before I came on. How did I know that? I don't know.